I didn't bite it.
Mic check, mic check. Let me hear you.
Mic check, mic check.
Mic check, mic check.
Mic check, mic check.
Mic check, mic check.
You're gonna have to really go on your mic on that one, because
Mic
Yeah.
check.
Is it better? I think it's better on this side. I can hear it when.
Y'all can hear him.
Yeah.
Mic check.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's better.
Just switch the angle.
Yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
There you go. Money.
do it again.
No, it's money right there.
Mic check.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
good.
Yeah.
Damn, listen.
Bro, troll.
Yeah, we ready. Fight on set.
That's it. You know what?
We don't know.
I'm switching you out for Savannah. Savannah,
She
that's
can't-
it.
She can't even read.
He's out. He's out.
She can't read it. It never works.
Can't read.
Next time you guys see her at the podcast, he's not gonna be here.
I know. I'm gonna be right here.
I'm gonna lock the gate
In
on
my
and
chair.
everything.
Oh shit. Doyle rules. Let's go.
People are already tuning in.
Vibes.
Were y'all stuck in traffic? Yeah.
It wasn't that bad.
No.
It wasn't that bad. Like a little, you know what I'm saying, a little patchy.
Yeah.
But it was smooth for the most part. Cause he had to come grab me from Fullerton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's about me? What's about me? On to me like what? 45 minutes? Almost an hour.
Yeah, not bad.
No, yeah.
How was work today?
Busy. Always went out. I got something to do. Cause usually I can get ready like in between calls. Not today.
You have a headset when you do it, or you can't even move far. Huh? You can't move far. Like you can walk around the house with it.
No, but I mean I have my stuff right there. I can get ready.
Yeah.
But if there's like back-to-back calls, it's just
Yeah.
Ready.
Yep.
And we are live. You can catch us on YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, Facebook, and Kick. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll be right back with you, Howlers.
Yo. House, bro.
Howls over Baaz. I'm Jacob Casas.
I'm Rico Savage.
I'm Melanie.
And today we got a very special returning guest. We got
Welcome
Lil
back.
Chronic is in the den with his
Yes,
boy Lil
sir.
Lost.
Let's go, man.
Wow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's go. Appreciate y'all for having us, man. Thank
Welcome
you,
back,
Jacob.
man. Welcome
course,
back.
of
Dude,
course.
appreciate you coming back, man.
Always, man.
Nice meeting you,
Rico.
man.
Yes, sir. Always.
You already know, man.
Love.
Appreciate y'all, man.
So let's start off. What you been up to, man? What's going on?
Man, it's been going crazy, man. I got my third studio album out, Halfway Famous. That's going to be my third album that's out now on all platforms. So super excited about that. That just dropped, so that's on all platforms. I have my artist Lil Lost with me.
Yeah.
He's crazy. He's up next, man, and it's going to be crazy. He's got his next album. Why don't you tell him a little bit about yours coming out next month real quick?
All right, yeah. So, really, like, blessed with Lil Chronic for real. Like, got all my inspiration for really, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? As far as, like, coming up and just, like, really just putting myself out there. You know what I'm saying? So, with me, music just, like, came to me. I use it as therapy for real. So, like, making my songs, I'm just making the songs. You know what I'm saying? I got a passion for music.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm just making a song, making a beat. So, like, with my next upcoming album, debut album, is really more so, like, it's called It Could Be Worse. It's more of a mentality thing. That's a lot thing with me. Like, I'm my, like, independent artist, like, really from independent life, you know what I'm saying? So I'm living my life, got my own back, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of my music is really just, I'm just telling my story, what I see, what I
Right,
can,
what
like,
you've
been
through, what
exactly,
you're going
you know what I'm
through.
saying? That's where I
Yeah.
could put it. And it's just really getting it out my head, you know what I'm saying? So I could just, you know what I'm saying, keep moving forward. So you know, I like a lot of people tell me my beats, you know what I'm saying, it's hard beats, you get what I'm saying, but I'm really just, they listen to the beats, but I'm really just saying some real shit, you know what I'm saying, on there, and just trying to mix in between so you can hear the beat is smooth, but I'm, you know what I'm saying, getting, you know what I'm saying, moving through.
So I feel like the big thing, Jacob, right, is since probably the last time I saw you and Rico and the team, you know, I've developed Chronic Records, my own independent record
I was
label.
gonna ask about that.
Yeah,
I knew you had
so
something
we'll
in the
kind of
works
connect the
last
dots.
time.
So yeah, you already know, man. Shout out to Chronic Records. So I'm established in obviously Los Angeles and doing music for about 5 years now, going on my 6th. I have my 3rd studio album out. Being an independent artist, I know what it takes for artists to get to this point.
Right.
The fire they have to go through, everything they have to deal with to get to their music being on all platforms, to get a fan base, to build a brand. So as knowing that as an artist, I feel like, you know, like I should use that to my advantage. And instead of signing with another artist, and you guys have seen me, I've rolled with, you know, a bunch of artists. I won't name names, but, you know, great people. But, you know, a man looks at himself at the end of the day and goes, okay, like, can I do this myself, what this person's doing? And every man and person does it. So I did that, and I was like, okay, let me build Chronic Records. And Lil Lost is the first artist I signed and that I put to this independent label. So my label, Chronic Records, is the first label that artists are going to own 100% of their royalties and masters.
Oh, nice.
So all it is a platform for artists to be able to showcase what they have going on and you know, enter in. Exactly. And give them that, you know, Wade to LeBron layup to where they can open the door for themselves. And you know, if I can help do that, that's what I'm here for, because my music is, you know, I can make a platform and you know, build a fan base.
I kind of got that vibe from you last time you were on. Like, you have that passion to be like a mentor or like someone to help other artists coming up, because you know the struggle and what it took for you to get here.
Of course.
You know, and your story is amazing too. Like, so I felt like in your heart too, like how you said you want to look at yourself, okay, at the end of the day, can I do this as well?
Absolutely.
And I feel like I kind of saw that last time. So that's why I wanted to ask about your new
Halfway Famous, my
new
newest, my 3rd
label,
studio album, which is
I like the name too, because you're like right there at that point.
That's what I'm saying. We round in the 3rd lap. I can see the finish line. I'm like a horse in a race. I got the blinders on. I see the finish line.
Tunnel vision.
So right now with Lost too, he got 2 songs on the album. Nice. I have my boy DZ Trees on the album. Clappers, who's an upcoming artist. He's only 16. Millions of streams. Crazy artist too on the album. Nice. And this is almost like, if you're somebody tuning in to Lil Chronic right now and you don't know, this 3rd album is almost like my Kanye West graduation met Kid Cudi's Man on the Moon.
Yeah, it's dope as fuck. I love that shit.
That's deep.
You feel me? Yeah. So these are, you know, people and artists I grew up on and you know, listen to, and that nostalgic vibe and the beats is something that I grew up on in the 90s. You know, exactly, growing up and you know, be able to kind of delve on that now with Lost and DZ and
did you
Clappers.
Did you go to a different producer?
I did, yeah. 516. He's a producer. He's ridiculous, man. He's worked with OGZ, Shoreline, a bunch of people too.
Tell him about your cover though. You got the same cover done.
Yeah, so the cover art that did my cover, Halfway Famous, was Takashi Murakami. So this artist has also done Kanye West graduation cover. He's done
you see, like, you get the same feeling from it.
Covers as well. And an amazing artist out of Japan too. So it's cool to, you know, kind of merge art and music and kind of culturally bring those together.
For sure,
and
definitely.
then too, with you Lost, when you were saying about your beats. So do you write and you produce? You know, or
No. So like a lot of my because it's like what would we say, like just early on, you know what I'm saying, early on. So a lot of my beats I'm getting them from you know, I'm piggybacking off of, like, he'll send me beats, so like
basically, like I'm laying the blueprint. Lost is kind of like following, because again, like doing this, like I'm setting him up, because again, like you know, Wayne has Young Money, right? Yeah. But he had Drake, and with Drake, he literally laid the foundation to where Drake followed in those footsteps, you know, accordingly to doing all of the things that led up to his, you know, to where he's at now. Exactly. And
how did you guys link up?
All right, so that's actually crazy. So
the show, go and tell him.
Yeah, so basically we was at the show. I had recorded like the weekend before. I had just recorded like a couple of my new like a little mixtape.
In Cali?
Yeah, exactly, in Cali. So LA, so with the engineer I was working with, he asked me if I like after I got done recording, he's like, "You be performing?" And I was like, "Nah, you know, I'm just making the songs and stuff like that." So we end up chopping it up 40 minutes after the studio session. And then the next weekend, I knew it was like an open mic kind of deal, like, showcase for artists. And I end up performing, and I end up he was chilling in the crowd, you know what I'm saying, just looking, you know what I'm saying, engaging artists. Nice. And then I did one of my songs, it's GTA 6. I'm gonna be putting it promoting on my new album. And then he was liking it, you know what I'm saying, you know how I go, and we networked, and then it went from there, yeah.
That's dope, man. Yeah, dude. So Chronic,
right place at right time, kind of.
That's the stars align.
Opportunity, and you can't like shy away from those either. You know, even as a new artist, up and coming, you have to you kind of have to maximize on any opportunity you get to get exposure, because you never know who's watching. You know, and
well, the thing is too is Chronic, like he has the blueprint of where to go from right here.
Exactly.
So he can get you to the spot you need to get to, and he's still moving on his. You know, he's still making moves. So it's like you guys gonna be growing together, but at the same time, he knows how to get you to where he's at right
and that's
now.
The main thing.
You know what I mean?
And that's why I say that's the main thing we talk about. Like every time we link up, every time we in the session, like that's the main thing we talking about as far as like. He's trying to make sure I skip over the things, where he bumped his head at and here and there. And that's the main thing. I'm a new artist. So it's like, I mean, I'm taking it in. It's criticism, everything.
And I feel like as another man to just people in general, guys, like if you look at somebody, you can like the real judge of character of a person. I don't care if you're a music artist, whatever you're doing in business, is how you be able to make somebody else better. Not if you can make yourself. That's easy. Anybody can make themselves and grow and be better. But if you can make somebody else go, okay, like because I know he's gonna be a superstar. I know he's gonna be big because I know what it takes. Right. So to be able to see that in somebody and go, okay, well, this is like I said, where I messed up on. This is where so he knows the exact it's Snow, the footprints to take where he don't have to put any pressure on himself as an artist. He can focus on the craft, and again, he owns all of the rights, his royalties, his masters. He has full creative control. I say, when he tells me when we dropping, what we're doing, and I just facilitate it. And then that's all I want to do, man.
Really the best way possible.
And that's how we've grown too.
And that's why I like as far as like with this music thing, like it really all came in one. But like as far as like how we work with it, it really makes everything flow, because it's like you hear most stories like people's forced to do this. Like I'm just making my music, bring my music, and then like we doing the best way we can to promote it. You know what I'm saying? Bouncing ideas, and before we hit and confirm, we sitting here with it in the best way possible with it. You know what I'm saying? A respectful way. We saying, and that's the, you know what I'm saying, really
no restrictions. You don't have to feel pressure or nothing.
Exactly.
It's more natural.
Exactly.
But we do stuff too to like we don't let each other shortchange each other.
Exactly.
We make
hold
each other better.
Accountable.
Exactly. Hold each other accountable to make each other better. Because again, like I'm only as good as he is.
And
the same vice versa.
And the thing is too, like you should take his advice on like the bad stuff, because a lot of people don't do that. So when he's like, "Hey, don't do that because I got fucked over in this way," and I understand why not to do it that way. I know so many other business owners that I tell them that, and they don't take the advice, and then they get fucked real. I mean, bad, dude. I've seen people get fucked so bad, and I was like, I told you, don't do that shit. You didn't want to listen to me.
Everybody thinks they know what they're doing.
They're like, no, I know.
Or sometimes it's people that have to learn their lesson on their own. You know, they gotta go through it on their own.
But no, there's
really
some
understand.
But sometimes those lessons are so like they fuck you so bad, dude.
Take them back from them sometimes.
Like it's a lot of money that fucks you
over. Like a step back. Yeah.
There's some that you don't want to learn that way.
I'm from Orlando, Florida.
Oh, okay, nice. How long have you been in California?
I would say going on 3 years. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I played football out in Fullerton and stuff like that, so I'm getting ready to graduate.
Oh, you went to Cal State Fullerton, or?
Yeah, I play Fullerton College. It's football.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm getting ready.
You're still in school.
Yeah, I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready to graduate, transfer, and everything.
That's lit.
Good for you.
Yeah, so it's like
that's
you know what I'm saying. The
Young
music comes on.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
good.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
So what made you like want to work with Chronic? Because obviously there's a reason you're like, dude, I want to work with this dude. So what was that reason? What did you see about him, music wise and even business wise?
Honestly, like to keep it real with you, like I'm not a person that just like I want to be around everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm like you know what I'm saying, rock dolo. I don't need nobody. You know what I'm saying? So with like after our first couple conversations, you get what I'm saying? Like I'm already like I'm going up to the DJ and I'm giving him, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to give him my songs and stuff like that. And then that's when hey, what's going on with you? Da 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 da. I didn't think none of it. It's just, you know what I'm saying, it's just a little dap up. I'm focused on my, performance. But afterwards, like the real ones, we had, I forgot, like I don't know if we still got the call log, but we had like after the show, we exchanged numbers and everything like that, and we had like a 2-hour long conversation. And then leading after that, because I had practice the next day, so leading after that, we chopped it up. So between those two conversations, everything we talked about Like with me, I've been
Just
bullshit.
kinda fell into
Exactly.
place,
So like
kinda.
I've been bullshit a lot in my life. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you can know
Yeah.
when you can see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything we talked about was clear cut. You know what I'm saying? It was none of no bias, nothing biased. You know what I'm saying? It was nothing like, oh, I'm trying to feed off of you, nothing like that.
Right.
Everything was
No
clear
angle.
cut. You know, exactly.
good.
That's how I got the same impression with him too. That's why we link up the
And
way
that's
we
the
do.
only way, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, like if it was up to me, I'm just, I'm a graphic design major, you know what I'm saying? So I can do a
Okay.
little da-da-da-da.
Oh, nice.
But like I'm just bringing the music to it. So it's like he brings the vision, we got the vision, we can meet, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Eye to eye.
fucking badass.
But if it wasn't
Yeah.
for the real, like the realness, being 100%,
Right,
like I'm
genuine.
not listening to that. That's why when you say like listen to the advice, I bump my head. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm not trying to do that. So being standing on P's, you feel me? Like I can hear it, and then it's like that's why ever since like we talking like August. Like even like last summer, you know what I'm saying? And we about to go into summertime again.
Yeah.
We're about the time,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? We consistently working,
Nice.
and it's still good. We got some shows going, everything going. It's
It's just
nothing I
big
had to
moves.
worry about. It hasn't been everything we said, man of word. You know what I'm saying?
Damn,
that means
that's dope,
everything.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And what made you
real.
want to work with Lost?
I feel like, as somebody that has it, I feel like Steph Curry doesn't know somebody can, he knows somebody can play in the NBA if he sees him play. And I feel like that somebody, me being in the league and,
You seen
me,
it? You seen it on the
exactly. Like, and you can see an upcoming artist and see who has the stardom and the stardust and who doesn't. And out of everyone, there's probably about 15, 20 artists there. I'm like, yo, like if this kid just like, and you always hear those stories. Oh, well, he was raw, all that when you first see somebody, whether it's, in sports and something like that. But if he perfected, if we fine tune his craft, he could be this.
The potential.
Yeah.
kind of
Exactly.
thing.
And I saw just his finish line where he could be. And I was like, yo, like, chopped it up with him. And luckily, you know what I mean? Because he does sports too. And he's level headed, bro. Like he really is. He cares about his brand and how he carries himself. And that's what I do too in my brand.
Because with sports, you have to be coachable, or else you're gonna get cut.
Go.
Exactly.
You gotta go.
You know what I mean? You can be
know
the
what I'm
best player in the world, but if somebody can't tell you something,
And if you can't
get
be
in with
like
you.
that, I feel like in business and in
Anything,
music and
really,
anything,
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
and hear somebody, what they went through and go,
Because
okay,
don't nobody want to come up to you and try to coach you, and then you're like, "Oh, I know it already. I already know. And it's like,
What is the point?
they're
That's-
going to be like, all right, figure it out.
yeah,
then if you know
okay,
it, yeah.
you go ahead and go do bad ball by yourself. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And it's like, you have to have that.
How was
personable-
it? How was it being a full time student and doing the music? Like, how do you balance it?
Honestly, during the season we had chopped it up, so it's like we recorded the song at Malibu. We recorded my first single, Neverland. So as far as like me, like so if I make music so fast, like I got so many songs, like I got the album already.
He faster
done.
than me, yo.
Like,
Let me tell you.
You know what I'm saying? I
That's
just want to make
fast,
Got
music.
the
yo.
whole book. Got the whole book already.
You know what I'm saying? So it's really easy for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm so like competitive. I just want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Get everything done. You know what I'm saying? So with me, with music, it's a matter of during the season we had games on Saturdays and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So we just hit the studio. Like I practiced during the week. You know what I'm saying? As far as me, I'm towards the end. So I already had my credits and stuff like that. It's not too many classes. I was making sure I had that out the way. But really, just studio. It's already prepped.
He was always
It's
like, even
always
before
prepped.
I signed him, I already told him, I'm like, yo, like school and sports is first. Music will always be there. You can do that after. So he was always fitting in music to when he goes, I'm free. What do we got? What do we got to do?
Nice.
I was coming. I remember we had
I
a
like
show.
that.
Hey, that's
kinda
dope.
busy,
See,
you know
that's
what I
good
mean,
that you're
too.
saying
Because
that.
I ain't going to
though.
put no pressure on him. Because again,
Yeah.
as an artist, he can't be able to do his craft. If I
Right.
press him, he's going to be like rushing something that's not going to be
Right. It's
him
gonna feel
and a
forced, too, and
Good
it's-
piece of project in art. Yeah.
It won't
That-
be genuine.
What have you learned from Chronic then? Like something pretty crucial that you learned since you've been working with them.
People try to bullshit you. Like people try to bullshit you. Like I done seen like a couple of situations. I mean, people try to bullshit with anything, but like definitely like with music.
How the music
yeah,
industry is.
they
Like
try
he's
to-
seeing.
like,
So
yeah.
shady, man. So
It's-
much
yeah,
shady shit
yeah,
goes on in that
yeah.
industry.
It's
Yeah.
not what it
Exactly.
seems when they
Exactly.
say what
Exactly.
it is.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly. And that's, you know what I'm saying? We just leave it right there. That's that. I mean, it's all, you know what I'm saying? It's all like
In a nutshell.
Exactly.
exactly. It's all about perspective. Like it's lessons on lessons on lessons. But like I'll say
Friends
the
could
main
be
thing,
foes in real life.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
and you can see that from the sideline and understand. Oh, okay. Well, but until you're in the game and as an artist and you see how the music industry works and how it's navigated,
Yeah.
you don't understand it. It's like, you can have opinion on somebody playing it, or until you
Outside
step into that ring, you know what it
Mm-hmm.
feels like. And there's a difference. Like, so I feel like, he now is taking those steps to be able to be ready. He's got his debut album coming out.
Yeah.
My third album is out now, and be able to go
Mm-hmm.
back to back too with my own artists. And I'm building something great here at Chronic
Are you guys
Records.
going to be collabing on each other's albums?
So I
too?
got
On
2
his.
songs on. Yeah, he got
Oh,
2
okay,
songs
okay.
on my
Yeah,
album.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and then
right.
I got we I ain't gonna say
Nah,
nothing.
like,
he got
It
Go ahead,
really
talk that talk.
It depend on I'm really trying. I'm in the process of getting everything, like, it's all lyrics done. You get what I'm saying? But now I gotta like
Put the
tie
beats
in
and shit.
exactly,
Organize
and
it,
like
yeah.
tie it in with the timestamps and like where they coming in on here and here. So really just pick. I gotta pick between like 3 beats, which ones I'm gonna have him hump on. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then we gonna go from there.
Were you doing music in Florida?
No, that's the thing. So everybody, you know what I'm saying, life changes you, get what I'm saying? You go through things, it changes you. And I was like, I went through my darkest things, you feel me? And then like everybody listen to music, I always love music. Like music got me through a lot of things. So it's like in the randomest times, like when I went through my darkest moments, I just started writing music. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And then I just started writing music, and then people, they hearing me, they go to the studio, So I'm like, okay. Then go to the studio, and then like I said, I'm in the studio. Like I said, I wasn't like, I'm finna make a music or go perform this. I was making a song, and then the same song that the engineer was like, perform. Then that's the same song he like. You get what I'm
And
saying?
you made it in Florida. You made it in Florida.
No, I made it out here. I made it out here. So I mean, as far as like through the process, like I'll be making songs, but as far as like taking it legit serious, as far as like believing in it and like, you know what I'm saying, taking it serious,
I think it's when we
it's all
linked
out
up.
here. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's all out here as far as like, because it's taking it more than I'm just venting.
I
on
feel
the
like
mic, you know what I'm
and
saying?
whenever you do, like whatever dream or business you have, like until somebody that you're with or like roll with, kind of stamps that, that's when you're like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
I
yeah.
can go with this
Yeah.
now. Yeah,
Exactly.
like,
Yeah.
so he realized, what he had and everything too. So again, me giving that, validity
extra
to what
yeah.
he does,
Yeah.
he's just like, let me run with the baton. Let me go now. I got you.
Yeah, yeah.
When you hear him, like who do you think he like not sounds like? Because I'm pretty sure he has his own sound. Like who do you like what do you get from him?
I
When you-
just think of, because again, I hear all these artists now, and again, like as somebody that transitioned from, I've done punk, R&B, this new album too, almost like an alternative rap and rap music. So again, I'm more of a music artist. As somebody that started off as a rapper, he's somebody who's fresh, whose songs don't sound the same, whose beats are something you're not gonna hear every single time. And I feel like that's something that I can relate to because I do it. So again, if I like what I make and I hear what he puts out and it's genuine and it's real and it's something that I haven't heard, and as somebody that's heard every friggin' artist in Los Angeles and worked with a bunch of them and know the same flow and style, he's not that. And what he's gonna become and transform into at Chronic Records, and like what I know and what can implement on him to just advice wise, I know he's gonna take it like Jordan and Rodman, and we're gonna be able to elevate. It's a long-term game, and he sees that already.
Do you find yourself taking from him? Like taking
Of course,
from him?
yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
It's
'Cause a lot
almost
of
like
yeah.
like
give and
he's
take,
the
too.
he's the rookie in the league. If I've been here 5-6 years, he's coming to practice early. He's showing up. He's dropping all that. He makes me go, oh shit,
Kinda
I gotta
keep you on your
show him
toes.
who I am, and he makes me elevate to show people, oh yeah, that's Lil
dope.
Chronic.
That's dope because
And that's what
those are
you
people
want.
you should be working with.
No, that
the
definitely-
healthy competition
Yep.
between two, two friends, and people that are working together. They're like, okay, we can make each other better, or we can. Do all this bullshit,
that's what it's
and
about.
or we can try to level each other up. And there's 2 ways to do it in business.
I remember when I got the call he called me about you. I remember the whole conversation. And he don't talk about art, like we talk about a lot of shit, like long phone calls.
Yeah.
Same shit. You know what I mean?
I already know. Yeah.
And the whole thing is he was talking about you. He don't talk about people like that.
Okay.
He's like, you got to listen to him. He was all sending me your stuff and everything. You got to listen to this dude, man. Little Lost. He was telling me about you, the whole Neverland thing and all that. I was like, that's dope. I see what's going on here. And I was like, all right. So I know he respected what you do.
Okay, yeah.
Because we had such a long conversation about it and everything. And that's dope, man. So, I mean, that's the thing, dude. You know what I mean? Like the thing is he don't talk about people like that. So I already knew it was something different going on. You know what I mean?
Is he your first artist on your label?
He's
that
the
you're-
first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I feel like what he's done, and I can't, as an independent artist, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm signing. Like,
Right,
no,
right.
I can
Be
only
picky.
hyper focus on
Yeah.
one
Yeah,
person
at a time.
that I can make great. and then he can find the next Lil Lost.
Yeah.
And then go, okay, I'm gonna be Lil Chronic now. I'm gonna show him my footprints, and we're gonna keep this shit rolling.
So I see a
it's
a dynasty growing here.
you know
like,
it, yeah.
Damn.
It's gonna keep
It's
going.
like brewing now. It's just the beginning.
Birdman and Lil Wayne. What?
we got Lil Wayne, Drake, probably more or less.
I was about to say, I don't know about Birdman.
You gonna carry me? He owns all his shit. Come on, man.
I was just trying to go. You know what I mean?
He's always getting Diddy on us, man.
Easy.
Try to sneak it in there.
He did. He did.
No Diddy.
So,
Do you have any artists that you kind of like have idolized in the music industry? Like
that's a great question. That's the thing too. So as far as me becoming an artist too, like my top 3 biggest inspirations as far as like I wanted to make music is like I'll say like No Cap. He from Georgia.
okay.
Juice WRLD and
R.I.P. Juice, yes sir.
yeah, for sure, R.I.P. And then lastly, I'll say like Kid Leroy. Like just listen to their lyrics, listen to their lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Like obviously I'm gonna have my own take on, you know what I'm saying, but as far as like listening to their lyrics and how like they just they you know what I'm saying, the normal person gonna listen to their music and it's like, oh, it's hard, da 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 da. But if you really like, even if you break down their lyrics, they really talking about some real life, you get what I'm saying, some real life stuff.
Yeah.
The beat just hard, you get what I'm saying? So it's like I'll just like
message.
exactly, not just relate so much to that, like, you know what I'm saying? Obviously you time it up in your head, like as far as like, okay, I'm writing down this, and then time in with the beat drop, da 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 da. But I want to say this, you get what I'm saying, right here. And that's how, like, really, when I go into making my songs, that's how I do it. You get what I'm saying? I want to say this because this resonates to me right here, and just all making sure, you know what I'm saying, making sure it's tied with the beat, and we good.
When did you see this getting real, or when did you realize, like, you know what, I'm gonna really do this? Like, when did you make that decision? Or what point were you at?
That I like when the random engineer, like somebody I had just, because it was like I said, like I had like made a transition in my head. I'm finna believe in me. You get what I'm saying? Nobody believe me. Nobody support me. So like I had finally in my life, like, okay, let's do it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you went for it.
Exactly. And it's like going to and it's like and then it's crazy. So it's like I'm moving with God. You know what I'm saying? Like transitioning with that. So it's like I like helping that with my mindset a lot and like just living in the moment. Like, you know what I'm saying? With the signs, went to the studio by myself, dolo, had my songs. You get what I'm saying? Had my beats. And then now the engineer like, oh my God, in my head,
Kinda
you know what I'm saying? Exactly, yeah, exactly. So in my head, you know what I'm saying? You so used to seeing bullshit, seeing this, like he was from like Europe, you know what I'm saying? It was a white guy from Europe.
Oh.
And it was like, I make rap music, and he was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking at first I'm thinking it's kind of bull, but like we going over the studio time, 45 minutes over the studio time. And he's really like setting it up, you know what I'm saying? When
he's like in his groove, and I feel like you can feel that when you're in the studio. You're like, oh, okay, he's vibing to it. Okay, let him cook. You know?
That's the main thing. Like you said, like seeing, like coming from like living a life of nobody believing in me. You get what I'm saying?
Damn.
And then like,
so that's how your life was back in the day.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like now,
so
like yeah.
he's like on your tip because I mean that's kind of how it was with you.
Yeah.
That's why you know
like
what I mean.
we're not gonna act like we
like to be able to like link up and shit. Like what we've done. Like I feel like already like
we gonna edit
the
oh, because I did. What the?
Don't say
I didn't even get it.
I'm crying.
Just don't say no.
I didn't even get that one.
Professional.
Basically, yeah, like
I can't.
There's no
basically,
professional.
Leave it to
saying,
Jacob.
like how we've worked, basically what you're saying. Yeah, like we've been
Fuck, I
able
didn't
to
even get
build
that shit. My bad.
to this point, and like I feel like that alone, like honestly, like has taken us to a point where, you know, like I can be able to showcase him on my project and vice versa to where, you know, this new project I have out right now. It's definitely different than anything I've worked on so far.
You have any visuals for the project?
So I have music videos coming out. They're about to
do?
drop. I shot my I'll give you the 2 songs that I have right now. It's Beneath the Sky, we shot in San Francisco by Golden Gate Bridge. And then Been So Long, which we're gonna premiere tonight on the show. And then that was shot in Palm Springs in the desert. So both of those are gonna be coming out soon. But the album is a 12-song album and project, and I feel like that kind of, you know, Halfway Famous encapsulates where I'm at right now as an artist and you know, where I'm going as somebody that's been in here for a while and done different styles and genres.
Where do you put this album at? Like, is it?
It's my favorite, 100% my favorite.
Yeah?
There's one.
That's dope, though.
This is the first one I made for, like, me without hearing, like, okay, you should do this, or you should use this, or maybe you should dress like, and go, okay. And at the end of the day, like, Van Gogh and Picasso don't go, you should use that blue. You should use that, like, They don't. They do their own thing, and I was like, okay, let me get back to the origin of why I fell in love with this. And it's almost like going back to the dance and finding somebody, you know, you fell in love with your first love.
This album is all you.
Exactly.
You.
And it's the beats that I grew up on, listening in the backseat of the car with, you know, my papa and my grampy and my father, and then into like the early 2000s with the flows and the styles from like Ja Rule, 50 Cent, you know, like Jadakiss, you know, like a lot of those early rappers like T-Pain and stuff like that too, to where I'm kind of like collabing with the old school early 2000s with the kind of graduation Kanye West, Kid Cudi Man on the Moon vibe, but then the beats are taking them back another 20 years with that kind of style too, to the early 70s and 80s.
It sounds like you're getting into your own now, like you're getting into like to Chronic, because I even like, even from when we were doing things in the past, like you were working with other people, you
Absolutely,
know? And maybe you were even trying to like kind of make sure that you guys were like, you know, is this good? Do you like this? Do you like this?
I was looking for gratification and like almost like that validation.
Yeah, and you're like, fuck it all now, though.
When I'm like, okay, and then at the end of the day, you evaluate yourself. Yeah. And at the end of the day, I ain't gonna lie to you. You can see the people I work with on my page. If I know, like at the end of the day, as a man to another man, this isn't in sync. We're all for them ourselves. You know what I mean? You can, unless you're with my label and shit, you're against me. So again, like as another artist, if I'm signed to you, that's one thing. But I'm looking at these artists and go, okay, if I can make better music than them, if I think I can put out better content, if I think I have more longevity, more branding, I'm multi-versatile, I have a better brand, you know, longevity wise than them, I'm gonna bet on myself as a man more than just go, okay, I'll take the easy way out and go, okay, I'm just gonna do this and stuff. And it's one thing if you're going, okay, I'm gonna set myself up and have my own platform and branding like Lost has. But a lot of these people fall into these labels and all the stuff that they do now with all these bigger labels, and they end up getting shelved. Their music doesn't get heard. There's only one artist they focus on. So I feel like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like as an independent artist, I can focus on myself and do what I do and go, okay, if I'm gonna do and see what, and I've been around these people and know how they treat their people, their labels, their brands. If I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna let my artist have full creative control, 100% masters and rights. If he says this is what we're gonna switch it to, we're gonna call an audible. That's what we're doing. Again, I'm supporting his vision. And you know, he does the same with mine, and I feel like that's the people. And again, in business and music, whatever it is, you want to build around.
It's all about the team.
How would you feel if it was like the other way around, like the normal way that people do it, like where he like where you wouldn't own everything? Would you still be would you still be into the music as much if it was more on a business side that way? As far as like a label, how a label would do you?
I feel like it depends, like the bag, you know?
Like, exactly. Like, whoa. I'll say definitely depends on, like, it's really like circumstantial. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So, as far as what my music, like the main thing, like when it all comes down to it for me, I want to be able to like support like who, like, you know what I'm saying, my group, my family. You get what I'm saying? But then when it comes to the music, like the way I write, you know what I'm saying? Like I want it out there. I want it out in the world. Once it's out in the world,
you have nothing to hide. You're like completely
vulnerability.
vulnerable.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to how you saying it, like when I don't got the rights to this and that, like that. Long as I'm good, you know what I'm saying? That's, we not here for that long. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna stress for that. I'm not finna go out like that. But long as I'm good, long as everybody I love is good, and like, you know what I'm saying, I got that fan base, they loving the music, they got the music. Like that's the box.
It's about the dream at that point, you know? Like anybody can make money and hustle, I feel like. We've had that in us.
Well, the industry's different. You don't got to do that shit no more. You can do that. You can get big on TikTok and shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what
Like you don't need to do it like that. And I think that it's kind of badass the way you guys are doing it because you got people that aren't signed to shit making a ton of money.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of like you guys are just packing up together, and you guys like, let's fucking go. You got your own fucking pack going. You know what I mean?
How long have you had your label now?
So I started it last year, probably around
like
September.
Year, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I realized kind of around then, I'm like, okay, like I feel like with my connections, my fan base, my brand, and you know, the people that I built in my infrastructure and Rolodex, like I could do this myself. And you know what I mean? What I've learned in, you know, the military, a year of college, coming out now to, you know, what the people I know and everything in between, I feel like, okay, like I can carry this on because I know the blueprint. I know what it takes to even get to my position. So if I can help him get into my position, then you got two people doing the same thing, banging on the same door.
Yep.
Were you searching right away for someone, or it just kind of
It was going to be about me. And then I came across, and I'm like, yo, like
that's how it needs to be.
And a lot of people will be like, yo, like rappers,
it needs to be natural.
Yeah. And artists, I feel like will be like, oh, me, like, and somebody that can be like more selfless and be okay, us, and what can we do? That's more people to be like on the same dream because we got the same goal, chasing the bag,
exactly,
doing what we love and making music for our fan base
and being
shit.
real about it,
exactly.
like, in the process.
It's crazy. It shows your character, like because you haven't all the way, you know what I mean?
Got there, yeah. I'm halfway,
and you're helping somebody else.
Exactly.
And what people don't know is when you fuck people over and you do like I'm gonna hold your masters and do all that shit. They only get so far, and they're gonna get called out for it. You're blessing somebody else, and little do you know, you're getting blessed for it.
At the end of the day, it's
you reap what you sow. I mean, it's that simple.
Exactly.
It's like, look at like this. I'm getting connections to this podcast, and I'm already thinking. When I get connections, I start thinking of Chronic. Oh, I can get Chronic in here. I can get Chronic in here. But so when you built a network, it's automatically these are the people that you rock with.
It's on full circle.
So I'm like, I'm already like, I want to get them on a couple different shows because I got connections to them right now. I can get them on this. I can get them on that. So when you build that network, it's powerful, dude. It's like nobody can fuck with that because other people just want to fuck you over the whole time.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's like all they're thinking. It's always about them, me. If it comes down to that, then everybody fails, dude. Because you see these big ass corporations, they have so many people on top of board of directors. It's like they're not doing it themselves either. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when all these people think they can just do it themselves, it's whack, dude. It's not gonna happen like that.
It's a team. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's crazy y'all say that. The main thing we talk about is just a team. You get what I'm saying? It's just all team-based as far as, like, it's just team. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, put the team first, putting like somebody else first. Exactly.
Absolutely.
Because it's like, even when we were in the studio, like the last song we just made, like, when y'all were saying, like, we go back and forth as far as, like, when we were making that song, like, he did his first chorus and stuff like that. But then when I did my verse, like, because my verse kind of, like, because it was like, what was it, Diploma Day. It wasn't even planned. When we were driving up, it wasn't planned. It was only like I was supposed to be on one song. So when we was doing that song,
I kind of had maybe 2 or 3 less verse like lines for the verses. So I'm like, okay, this part, let me chop this up and then go, okay, I'm gonna cut it here and then get lost on it. So I felt like, you know what I mean, like it fit him perfectly and to be able to kind of like intertwine both the brands.
Has it been one of those things like where you make a verse or you make a verse and then y'all hear each other's verse first, you're like,
and then you guys, I'll make it better.
Damn,
that's what I was saying.
Like exactly. This shit hard. Let me rewrite my shit.
That's how it should be.
I think he heard mine, and then he came with some heat that came crazy. No, exactly. Like that's why I was like, okay, he kind of heard it. He was like, I got you. Let me cook.
That's what happened with. That's what happened with. Look at Me Now with Chris Brown and Busta Rhymes. But he said he didn't like his verse.
He sent it back to.
Same thing with Kanye and Eminem.
Kanye and Eminem. Who am I to tell Busta Rhymes the legend and tell him and shit? So like, and then he said, but when he did it, it was that's the one that's on the album.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? That's dope.
Sometimes getting that, a little bit extra out of somebody is, pushing themselves, and then you get a little bit of better product out of it.
You're gonna get like a way better product too. That's usually what happens. You know what I mean?
Because it was unplanned, and it just like as soon as I heard it, it kind of like because like I had stuff wrote down. But like when I heard his, it kind of came out like a freestyle. So it's like the way you hear the song is not how I planned it for it to be, but it's like it kind of flowed. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just came out and it just, you know what I'm saying? We met, and then that's how you got, you know what I'm saying? That's how we got, like it ended. So, you know what I'm saying? It ends like
so what's next? What do you want to do next, man?
So right now, I feel like pushing the album is my project right now from myself as Lil Chronic. Halfway Famous being my 3rd studio album. I feel like I got music videos out coming for that right now. We're going to have shows coming up. I feel like just establishing that and then pushing the other projects I have a huge catalog. So I feel like right now it's just more or less getting visuals for all of the content and music that I do have. So kind of catching up on all the music that I put out and putting music videos to those. I'm focusing on Lost new project too. So again, owning my own record label too and doing that myself. I got to be the boss, so I got to be able to establish my shit, and then again my artist, and make sure he's coming just as hard as me with whatever we're doing.
Any shows or any performances?
We got something coming up. I can't say it on here yet until the contract's signed, but yeah, we got some shit coming up too. That's gonna be exciting too. So we got Lil Chronic and Lil Lost coming soon, so we can say that.
Be on the lookout for that.
Absolutely.
We can get some music out of you guys right now.
Yeah. Well, why don't we play Let's premiere one of the tracks from my new my 3rd.
Which one do you want to do?
Let's do Been So Long. Yeah.
Been So Long.
We're gonna premiere this. This is from my 3rd studio album, Halfway Famous. That's out now. all
No,
music platforms.
you're
we
gonna
gonna get that coming, but I just got the.
No, you're gonna flow, right? Is that what you're gonna do?
Yeah, I
so
can
long,
over.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do
whatever
that.
you want. Yeah,
Hey, John,
I got you.
let's go.
I got you, Howls. Hold on. I got you. Hold on. Yeah.
Drinking fine wine, counting up no hesitation. Had to come out to the desert for that meditation. Now we halfway famous to that destination. Had to fuck a few porn stars on occasion. Really love this life, baby, I'm amazing. Now we left the station. Like a chief, I got reservations. No boo, yeah, I didn't fake it. DeLorean, I'm going up, this called elevation. Now we halfway famous. Got your girl wildin' like Tom Hanks, baby. I'm somewhere on an island. Yeah, got your girl with me, can't find her. Chanel, Louis Prada, I buy her all designer. Yeah, wine down fine, then I'm 69er. I make the NFL money like a 49er. Why you always hating? I'm on this beat skating. Why you fixating? Cause I'm a sensation. Yeah, so long, but I always knew. Yeah, baby, been years since I thought of you. Knowing damn well that my money grew. Now it's fast whips, fine jewels for all my crew. Drinking fine wine, counting up no hesitation. Had to come out to the desert for that meditation. Now we halfway famous to that destination. Had to fuck a few porn stars on occasion. Really love this life, baby, I'm amazing. Now we left the station. Like a chief, I got reservations. No boo, yeah, I didn't fake it. DeLorean, I'm going up, it's called elevation.
House, come on, man.
Let's go. Lil Chronic 2005.
Give it that burn. Give it that burn.
Yo, man, been so long. Out now. Halfway famous. Go grab it
Seen
today.
it here
baby.
first. Seen it here
That's
first.
dope,
Yeah.
player. Now we got to get you Lost going. Did you shoot him something too?
Yeah. We got
yeah.
we premiering one of the songs on Lil Lost new album coming up. It could be worse. So this gonna be dropping this next upcoming month, and this is
Yeah,
this
I got
is
y'all.
it, man.
This song,
Y'all gonna hear this shit.
We gonna get right into it. This song gonna call what I call it, Cut the Grass.
Yeah, Cut the Grass on this
it's
one.
gonna feature from St. Louis, Missouri, my best friend, PBL De Niro. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna obviously she not here to do her part. So we gonna, you know what I'm saying, go in and out on it.
Yeah.
We're gonna have him go in. Let's get it. Oh, next one.
This it right here.
Come on, Lost, talk that talk.
Let's go.
We got Chronic Records in the building, House Podcast. We got Lil Lost with me. Come on, man. Let's go, bro.
New nigga just names cut the grass, started winning. The love's been out the way, I'm doing everything but trust a bitch. Caring what the price is by my baby, she gon' get it. Just talking to God, it said you got it, just keep going. Saying I want my win away from niggas, bitch, I like they know me. Keep the out of motion in my pocket, they keep growing. Took a step back on these bitches, give from 3 like I'm Jay Harden. That nigga been abandoned, what he chose you, how I started. Nigga run that sack up all that easy when you got some money. Nigga never help me while your hand out trying to touch you something. That bitch burn, you cannot get it back, you gonna move on from it. That shit hurt me, play like I was nothing, now I'm grateful for it. War, lost, I do the dash, been in charge of shit, dick up on the interstate. Run by my lawn, and can't get sick, allergic to the fate. Now these bitches want me, if you reading, yeah, you way too late. War, lost, I hit a bitch, BBL, boost your ego, think you Drake. I ain't place you with no pussy, bitch, I place you with some peas. Trap man open, we got to what you need. War, lost, I ain't place you with no pussy, bitch, I place you with some peas. Trap man open, we got to what you need.
That's just dope.
Come on, man.
Give him that burn.
Come on, man. Chronic Records, man. It could be worse dropping next month. We got Lil Lost in here. Come on, man.
Hell yeah, you guys killed it, man.
You know the vibes.
I'm playing that in the club tonight.
Yeah.
I get to play in the club tonight. So I promise you.
Yeah.
Both
I'm
your shits.
gonna give it to you.
That's hard.
Hell yeah.
Run that shit in the
You gotta
club.
send me a video of that. That's hard. Yeah.
We got a lot of people in the chat. Why don't you read the chat, Rico?
Hey, let's go.
Let's see what
We got Trees in here. Shout out DZ Trees. He's on the album Nightlife. I see him in here. Hey, I got Yahweh in here. My boy Yahweh, one of the biggest out of Boston right now. There's an artist right there too, man. He's on Hope You Understand, my second album, man. I got my family right there. Jared Bryan. Shout out Jared right now. Let's go, man. Shout out to everybody. Kay, everybody in the chat,
Did
man.
you say Chronic fan from South Korea? Wow.
But that's crazy.
Let's go, man.
South Korea in the house.
Shout out South Korea in the house.
Damn.
But it's like morning time over there, ain't it?
Yeah, it's a whole new day.
Wake up with the
Damn.
Chronic.
That's
Let's
crazy.
go.
Shout
Shout out South Korea. We in the building.
Go down the list a little bit though. Who did it?
Okay, let's go. Let's go. I see
Let's go.
Trees.
Who else? Yeah.
You got no remorse. Okay, I see you. MC. Okay, K. Let's get it. I see y'all.
Got some fans.
Let's get it, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate
you guys
y'all
have
so
good
much.
sounds. I like it. I completely hear the sound that you were saying, like with Kid Cudi and Graduation Day, Kanye. Like I could see that.
I feel like that's gonna like do some shit.
And
dude.
you have a
That's gonna hit the
different
club.
sound too. It's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
A little bit of yin and yang, man. That's what
Yeah,
you need, man, in
definitely.
music.
Had
A little
to.
bit of both.
Yeah, I think this is gonna kick, dude. That's
Get ready.
As fuck.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
I can promise that.
You gonna play it in the patio tonight?
Yeah, I play it. I play it.
You will.
I play it. I record it.
Let's go. Let's
Yeah,
go.
you're gonna record. Yeah, you should, dude. Yeah, for sure.
You do you guys plan on doing like a little a tour date thing or anything or for venues?
Yeah, so we're gonna get something planned probably for the summertime. So we're gonna probably do a 5 to 6 show, probably around Los Angeles and probably OC, the greater LA area.
Yeah.
And try to find something with venues that line up with, our branding and people that want to work and see the vision and see what we can bring in our fan base and want to collaborate. And I feel like we can do some great things. So I'm gonna be working on that now too with Chronic Records. And he's focused on his new album. I'm pushing, my 3rd studio album, Halfway Famous, and we just keep going, man. It's a marathon, man.
Only
Like
up.
Nipsey said, exactly,
Only up from here. So.
exactly, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm proud you got your own record shit going now. That
It's
shit's
different.
fucking
Hey, come
wild,
on, man. Hey,
This shit
trying to catch up to you, bro.
From talking to like way back, dude.
Exactly.
It's been almost 2 years since we've been talking.
Exactly.
Damn, dude.
Life flies, man. When you doing work, man. Shout out to Jacob. Shout out to Rico. Shout out to the whole team, man. At House Podcast. I'm telling you, man.
When do you graduate?
May 31st.
This
Yeah.
year?
Coming up.
Yeah, next month. Yeah, next month.
That's
Hell yeah.
right there. You.
Do you plan on
Home
doing anything
stretch.
with the? You said graphic design.
Yeah, graphic design. Really, right now, I mean, like I said, I'm still playing football. So, like when I go to transfer, I'm still gonna be playing football. But right now with graphic design, I'm tying it in with what we doing with music. You get what I'm saying? So that
Album covers and shit.
album
Music
covers,
videos.
music video, exactly. So it's like, and I'm trying to learn it like 100%. Like I'm already took like Premiere Pro, Photoshop.
That's
So
money
I-
saved when you get in the industry.
Exactly,
Like, shit,
yeah.
you ain't gotta pay
Yeah.
nobody
So
for
it's
that
That shit's
shit.
expensive
He's
as
ahead of
hell.
it.
Exactly.
half
So
of
when
the
we
people.
come in like edits, all I need, I got a cameraman and stuff like that. I just like even sometimes he's busy because he's a cameraman for Cal State Fullerton basketball team. He does their sports track team, so he got the camera. You get what I'm saying? So that's all I need as far as quality, and then I could just take that raw footage if he busy, can't you know what I'm saying? Do it myself. You
Shit,
feel me?
yeah.
Build on
So
that.
that's you know what I'm saying?
Dope.
Just tying it all into one, making it make sense. You feel me? So yeah,
That's lit. And most people in the industry are just sports or even rap.
yeah.
They don't, you know what I mean, complete that. You know what I mean? That's a big thing.
No, exactly.
Especially, I mean, you know what I mean? How does your family feel about, you know what I mean? You've been away from your family. How does that work out?
Nah, that's a good question. Like from I want to say for a minute, like it's just been me. You get what I'm saying? Like I just been grinding. You know what I'm saying? It's like.
Is all your family still in Florida, or did some of them relocate?
Like that's what I'm saying. I'm not really too in touch with them. You know what I'm saying? So I
okay.
couldn't even give you.
So
you know,
this
the
is
best.
your family.
He's Lil
You know what I'm
Lost
saying?
right
So
here.
I'm,
This is my
I'm in the
family.
process of
That's
building
it.
my family. You know what I'm saying? You know, really trying to make it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Sometimes
make
you
it all make
feel
sense.
me, like in life, you
Yeah.
get the family you
And you
get,
meet- and you
but you
meet
build your
people.
own family. That because some people can
Right.
be blood, but they're not blood.
Right,
You know what I mean? And
exactly.
then some people that ain't your blood
You
that
know?
would lie in traffic for you and do
Exactly.
whatever. So
Yeah.
you got to build your own family sometimes,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
your own empire.
I
and I
believe
think
in
he's
that
doing
That's
that.
dope.
100%.
It gotta be hard, you know what I mean? Not being able to call somebody and tell them the good news,
Nah,
or,
for real, yeah.
or when you're down, somebody to help you with that bad news. You know,
He
what
got
I mean?
me.
And now that's
Exactly,
the crazy.
yeah.
It's crazy you say that because it's like that's the thing. Like with like the biggest, like I guess you say accolades. Like I just be like I'm so like tunnel vision focused. I'm moving straight past it. Like you say the graduation. Like you might as well hit the button for the clapping because like in my head I'm like okay graduation next. You know what I'm
Now-
saying?
now what am I
now
on
what?
to?
Now what's
Because it's
next?
like, and it's
Yeah.
like that's a gift and a curse because it lets me focus, but at the same time I can't really sit with and
Enjoy
like
it.
and enjoy it. You because it's like why
You gotta
know, we
enjoy
got
the
next, You
moment,
know what I'm
too.
saying? Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm learning it.
What you can do, man, is like there's certain points in your life, like when you start making it, like
Yeah.
you can enjoy the moments.
Yeah.
But you know that you just got to keep moving.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's not a bad thing. To me, it's not a bad thing to be like, oh,
It's
I'm
more
I'm
of a
gonna-
good thing than
Yeah,
anything.
like you got shit going on. Like take a minute and be like, oh, that was dope. Now it's time to fuck. What am I gonna do with this shit?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like now I got the paper. Now what
Appreciate
am I
it,
gonna do
process it, and then next
That
step.
makes sense, yeah.
Because people will just hold on to that shit so long and then they'll do shit with it.
Stuck
You
in
know
that
what I'm
for
saying?
real.
Like,
They'll be
it's-
stuck in that place talking about that
yes.
same
Or you
story.
go back to it in your
years.
brain and be like, oh damn, that was cool.
Nah,
you
for
know what I
real.
mean? And I should have appreciated that more.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
so
that-
you know,
exactly.
live that
That's
shit
what
for
it
real.
is.
You've been brought to a whole network now. I mean,
No, for real.
how it is. This is the pack. You know what I'm saying?
That's how we
Like
talk
we're
about
working
us for
together.
family, yeah.
We're working together too. It's like
Been done
welcome
this.
to the pack. You
I
know what I'm
appreciate that
saying?
for real.
Like,
With
Always,
it
for
now,
real.
boy.
All I need is the opportunity. I don't, you know what I'm saying? The opportunity. That's all I'll ever ask for. You know what I'm saying?
and even more than that, like because opportunity comes, but like people are looking to get for themselves instead of helping just to help.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like without want anything in return. Like I look at a lot of people I fuck with like that. Like, let's just help just to help.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
there's
what's
not
the
a lot
point?
of people out there that are like that though. Like, cause when my friend Claudia, when she was on the on here, she was saying about how like the Chicano like resources, there's not a lot of resources or helpful resources for a lot of artists, you know, because everyone tries to gatekeep and try to keep it for themselves so they can come up, you know. So it's hard to find like genuine people that really want to help you and like uplift each other. You know what I mean? Because it's not just you and I. Like, there's a whole lot of other artists out there. You know what I mean? So let's find the right ones and just keep it going.
Yeah, because when you find somebody trying to like get over on you, just cut them loose, man, quickly. Like, just be like, I'm done, man. I'm done.
Once they gonna do it again.
Yeah.
Especially in this industry, bro.
Yeah,
no.
And I mean, even in the industry I'm in, like, people are always trying to get you. So I feel like it's every industry. People are trying to get you.
It's life.
Yeah, so you always just got to be ready, and it's like it's
100%.
a lot of people hold on to them, but I feel like you just got to cut them, man. I know you had to do that too. You know, we don't get into names or nothing, but you had to cut people that you were really riding with.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like too, like I don't really give a shit, like I was rolling with Gator at the time, like, and that's somebody that like I was good friends with and shit. But exactly, I spoke highly of him on podcasts and everything in between. I rolled with Soulja Boy, Blueface, and other people, but like I was rolling with him for a long time, and unfortunately didn't work out. I won't say anything negative just because I respect my brand and everything. But sometimes in life you'll go through that and you think somebody's gonna ride for you or do the same thing that you do for somebody else. It's not like that, yo. You are by yourself. You got maybe a couple people, a handful of people that you can ride with or call that are going to be there in that situation. So, make sure you got the people that, are around you that actually take care of you, look out for you, give you those opportunities and be able to have you elevate your business career and yourself as a person, whoever it is.
I mean, there's people that you feel like is on your team and they'll be literally like trying to, like, the whole time they're like hoping for your downfall.
We had this conversation. You and I had this conversation when we were up the hill and you had a performance up there. We were literally backstage and I was telling him the same thing. Like, not everyone is meant to ride the same wave as you. Like, you have a vision. You're going to come across the right people at the end of the day that are going to ride that same wave with you and help you get to where you want to be, whether it's with you or leading you in that right direction. You never know. But not everyone is going to be meant to ride the wave at the end.
Of course.
Yeah. That's why you just got to make sure you got the right people.
Yeah.
It's just vetting people. Yeah. You know what I mean? No matter how much you like them, no matter how bad you think you need them, cut them. It's more of a cancer and it'll eat through you.
Yep.
Yeah. It can mess your vibe up. It can mess everything.
You give everything to some people and not get anything in between, and then they're just gonna go to the next person. So.
You hold on to people for too long too. Like, it's just
it could be a bad thing, and it can stop you from moving up too.
Yeah.
You never know that. Sometimes if you're let somebody go, and the next a whole bunch of good shit just start happening.
yeah.
And you'll see it. You'll see all the fakeness too. Like, you'll see it.
Is anything business, music?
No. Are you gonna be the first rapper in the NFL or what?
Shit, no, I'm pretty sure some rappers in there, but I mean, shit, I'm gonna be.
But you are like, you know what I mean?
He gonna be the first rapper.
It ain't a hobby. It ain't a hobby for you. They do it as a hobby, like
that's what exactly.
So yeah, I guess so. Yeah, so I mean, that's the main focus. I'm like I said, I'm competitive, so it's like if I'm whatever I'm doing, like it gotta be. I can't half-ass it. You feel me? It's like don't do it. You feel me? So I'm pushing football and then pushing music. I'm always go hard with the music. I'm always gonna go hard with football, and then we just gonna, tie it in. Obviously, I get football money. You know what I'm saying? I'm having a stool in the crib. It's going. I'm gonna come from practice. Right in the studio. Right. You know what I'm saying? Had an engineer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna go. It's gonna be pen and paper for it. You know what I'm saying?
I do want to touch on something you said though. I heard you say something. You said with God. So is that your foundation? Is that what you built?
No, exactly. So like I said, like I'm not close with much family. You know what I'm saying? Like pretty much up until like I want to say the second year of being in Cali. Like I've been raising myself. You know what I'm saying? Teaching myself everything. Like I said, like so when we talking about flaws and bumping heads, like that's all the way. Like I'm learning because you know what I'm saying? I have no foundation as far as like how I'm teaching myself. I have, you know what I'm saying? I'm learning by experience. So it's like once I got and it's like just living a life of like saying words and like not a lot of people understanding. And it's like soon as I like, as far as like somebody put me on with God, because it's like crazy, I'm pretty sure you understand, like growing up, like it's so crazy how they'll put church on you. Yeah. It's like and it like me, it always messed my mind up because it just felt like it was like a get over. It wasn't really like a mindset thing. It was never taught to me as a mindset thing or something that can really like change your perspective. So it's like now that I'm older and I can like be able to make my own, you know what I'm saying, perspective and have my own understandings. Now going through like just life and misunderstanding after misunderstanding, and then I go into the Bible and then like be able to like read verses and then pull them out and like, you know what I'm saying, connect my own life. It's like, it's so crazy. It feel like that's the out of my whole life. It feel like I understand the Bible based off
that's your
like,
structure.
I respect that a lot. We talk about God on this podcast. The realest stuff we talk about on here.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And God is what I want to build my foundation off of.
No, and I'm saying, and it's like it's so powerful because it's like the main thing I will take from that is like it allowed me to like get out of my own way. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, say for like a lot of things, like it'll be real bad. It'll be so bad. Like, yeah, it's so bad, but like it allowed me to look past it, to see the lessons in it. You get what I'm saying?
Good.
Like, especially like going through football, like yeah, the things that happen to me is like, you know what I'm saying, it's bad. You feel me? But it's like, say for if this is your business, like, yeah. So the things that's happening to me is it's messing me up from coming to like, you know, performing at your business. Yeah, it's bad, but you still have the business. You get what I'm saying? You still have to provide. You have your own, you know what I'm saying, your own thing going. Yeah. So it really allowed me, like talking to God, it allowed me to get over that hump, to be able to see it that way. You get what I'm saying? Like, it was like I was so stuck because it was bad. It was legit. You know what I'm saying? Most things, like, people will push it off and like,
you see the good and shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Then you can't have that optimism.
Exactly.
Almost.
So it's like it's so crazy. Like I could talk all day about it because it's like it's real eye opening. But it's like once you see it, you can't unsee it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
so it's like that's the best way I could put it for real. Like every single day, I got like the app. You know what I'm saying? Like it you know what I'm saying? I be going through like different scriptures. I wouldn't say like I'm full Christian, but I would say like as far as the verses and like just connecting it and it's just building my own.
You're building your relationship with God.
Exactly.
And that's what it's all about.
Yeah. The relationship.
Exactly. So it's like every chance I get, I try to great.
That's meant to be. That's why it's meant to work.
Exactly.
Because that's what I'm talking about, dude. That's the realest stuff.
Yeah.
That's what everything comes down to in reality. Let's be real right now, right?
Yeah.
There is nothing more real than God.
Exactly.
So everything else we do is honestly it's bullshit at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So all this stuff's gonna burn one day. All of it's gonna go.
Yeah.
But in your soul, that's what it's all about, dude.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I like that. That's
and being
cool.
real with yourself. That's like the main thing. It's just being real with yourself. Being like, is you at the end of the day, that person, that voice you hear in your head is like, you know, you know what I'm saying?
You have
like
a
lot of people like,
limited time, you know what I mean? Like on this earth, I feel like, so everyone has that voice, like you're saying, the voice in your head, you go to sleep at night, you're like, okay, am I not where I'm supposed to be or where I could be?
And you got the next day and I look at it like you always, like say for the day ended bad, you have the next day. You have the next day. You got the next day to do it better. You get what I'm saying? And just drop it. You know what I'm saying? It like that is mindset. Like the Bible talking to God allowed me to elevate my mindset to not be so you know what I'm saying?
What got you into like God and reading your Bible and stuff?
No,
like
that's
that?
what I'm saying. Like
just
bullshit.
Just the like trials and
and
tribulations.
it's just seeing nobody give a fuck.
But
that's
like
the
you
best way I
picked
could
up
put it.
the Bible yourself, or did someone kind of like guide you there? Or was
I feel
it
like
just
when you don't have like anybody.
I'm pretty sure growing up African, it's always been around, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
But you still had to make that choice alone.
Exactly. So I had, let me see, my homie Chico, when I first was one of my teammates, it was like this Bible study, and then my other homie, he's a kicker. His name was Cross. We all went to, I forgot exactly, because I'm not from here, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not familiar with places, but I forgot, I think it was like OC somewhere in there. And we went to like it was like a church meeting. Like it was like not a church, it was like really church service. We went to like a church service, but it was like all for like college, like the college schools around the area. So it was like all college students and stuff like that. And it's so like God just he worked, like you know what I'm saying. It's like that's what I'm saying. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. And it's like I'm sitting there, you know what I'm saying. I'm always been an open minded person, but the first couple of verses that the pastor was saying,
I feel like he was talking to you.
Exactly. It feel like he's talking. You know what I'm saying. And it's like I ain't gonna lie, like a tear came out my eye because it's like, and then I had, and that's the first time like. I went home and researched. It was like I want to say it was the story of Jobs, or I don't know if
Job.
You know what I'm saying? The story, and I related to it so much. And it's just the fact of
running
like,
from God.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. And then how it all comes, like how it all ties in. You know what I'm saying? And he's still, you know.
Nice.
So it's like, you know, I mean,
that's
everybody
awesome.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you could look into the story, but like,
without
saying religion is
exactly, yeah. And it's just like a lot from being confused, being misled, da 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 da. It's like clear.
You don't have
It's
anywhere
kind
to
of
turn.
it's kind of putting you on the
turn,
right
yeah.
path, and
Exactly.
like he said earlier,
Exactly.
giving you that
Yeah.
structure that you need because you didn't obviously didn't
Yeah,
have
for
it,
sure.
and then coming to Cali, being on your own,
Hell
learning
yeah,
everything on your own.
yeah,
It's like that's kind of like your foundation.
And it like it allows me to like differentiate through the stress. You get what I'm saying? It's like which and it like the main thing too. Like I said with mindset, like which is worth the energy. You get what I'm saying? Because it's
Right.
all about how you react. It's
Right.
not. It's not about what happens.
And
You
I
get
feel
what I'm
like
saying?
that's
It's all
like
about that.
with anything in music, like how
Yeah.
you react.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's like it's, you know what I'm saying?
Because
Yeah.
you're going through like your experiences
Yeah.
in life, and like again, like as artists,
Yeah.
like and what we're doing, like
Yeah.
we can only interpret and give people what we know and what we feel,
Yeah.
and like you
and
can
that's
either take
powerful
it or
when you
leave
can
it
actually control that part of your emotions and just
Nah,
like kind
for
of
real.
focus
and
on
channel it. for
Especially
sure.
at a young- especially at a young age,
Yeah,
too.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. He's young.
I couldn't even tell you. I
So
couldn't even
that's
tell you.
awesome.
And it's all
Yeah.
about like you know learning and just
all
experiencing
it's about.
trials and
Yeah.
tribulations of life, and just you're gonna just get wiser. You're gonna know more,
Yeah.
and that's when your pen is gonna get
Yeah.
crazier. Like
It just
Yeah,
wanted
even
it. Like I just
better.
wanted. You know what I'm saying? I just want it so bad. Like I didn't seen. Like that's how I do it. It's very easy. Like you see what you don't
See
want
the
and just
vision,
do
you
just
just
do the
execute.
opposite. And you know what I'm saying? You do that and you keep doing that and you just find yourself leading more into what you want. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I just seen some bullshit and I don't want to end like that. I know I got a certain amount of time on here and I just rather sacrifice and do what I have to do so this shit don't end like that. That's
Seize
all I
the
know. You know what I'm
opportunity.
saying?
Yeah,
it
That's
sounds
all
like
I
you're
you
on
know.
the right path, and you know God's
sure.
leading you like where He
Yeah.
wants you.
This is a dope podcast. I like this one, right?
Nah,
It's-
really.
everything's coming from
There's
business.
a reason
to,
for everything.
You know what I'm
God
saying?
puts you in places and positions
Yeah.
for a purpose. So,
But they say God, you don't make no mistakes.
yeah, He don't.
Don't make no mistakes.
Yeah,
He brings,
that's
mess.
he brings people together for a
Yeah.
reason too.
And that's the
You know
thing
what I mean?
too.
People do
Yeah.
need people. I mean, if you really look at it, look at
Yeah.
the Bible, right? The disciples came together, like
Yeah.
as a team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
12.
they all needed to work together. I mean, if their Bible's teaching you that for a reason.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, and it's like I've
And
been,
then some
it
time
really
back.
feel like I've been living the same. It's like almost like when I look back on it, because it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like obviously, like how I said, I'm younger, so it's like I'm finally in that phase where I have something to look back on, to like to judge and like reflect on. So it's like the more and more I put it together, it's probably like we'll say like the same lesson again and again. And then it's like the main mindset I'm having through this is I got me. I don't need nobody. I got me, because it's like I have to keep prevailing. But it's like it was a one quote. It was saying like He's gonna keep reminding you until you find, like, you know what I'm saying, until you do it with him this time. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Because
and once
God
you do
got
it with him,
you.
it's exactly.
Yeah, you
You're
can't
not
do
in
it
on your own. God got you.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, as far as like when I start, that was before like I met Chronic. You know what I'm saying? And then like you said, you cut something off, and now everything going good. But it's like I was holding so much baggage. I was holding so much pressure on myself to do this, and it's like once I kind of like put that more so in God's hands, as far as like talking it out,
it
putting
go.
more in prayer, and like, you know what I'm saying, just real life, just living my actions, living what I'm saying. If I'm asking God for this, asking God, and I have to learn, like, God is never gonna give you what you're asking for. He's gonna give you
Not when you want it, at least.
no, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's like, say for if you ask for patience, He's gonna give you an opportunity to be
Right.
patient. And I had to,
Exactly.
and I was seeing that. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's really a learning process. But
I feel
I'm
like
more-
that's what, like, on
Exactly.
your newest album too is gonna
No,
be
and
like
that's what, like,
showing your experiences, like too.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I feel like that's the biggest thing.
Because you said everything you talk about on the album is shit that you went through.
That's what I'm saying. Like that, like I'm making it like, you know, that's, you know how like artists do. Like I love the beat. I listen to the beat over and over again, and then I just get into whatever's on my mind, and then it's like I'm just tying it into the beat, making sure, you know what I'm saying, if it 152 to 150, you know what I'm saying, I'm making sure everything tie in, but making sure it sound hard. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then just really is allowing me to get it out of my head. So like once I get it all out, shit, I don't know what, you know what I'm saying, but we
I feel like
gonna
that's where I come in, and then I'm like, all right, like, he's got this.
Master
now
it.
yeah, you get what I'm saying. So like that's pretty much
that's what
like.
it is.
That's how a lot of my songs been going. And then once I hear them, like off the beat, like once they play them on the speaker, and I actually hear them, and I hear my voice, like, you know what I'm saying? It's,
Like, wow.
it's a different,
I did
yeah, it's a
that,
different
I did
feeling.
that.
It's
yeah.
almost like
It's a
how,
different
like,
feeling.
I felt like when I kind of like started to like where I'm at now is like at first I was like more or less like really excited about like rap music, and I'm like now progressing now, like
Yeah.
I can see him, and like it's like the same fire that I had when I first like started, and I'm like, okay, like now that I'm like a little bit more seasoned too, like I can
Yeah.
see kind of like his trajectory and like what I've done with this project, and to have him on it, I'm like, okay, like
Yeah.
I see where he's at now, and if he already has his mentality and stuff similar to myself too, and like knows that, where is he going to be when he reaches my level
Right,
and stuff, and keeps
exactly.
following the blueprint.
Yeah.
So it's just, you know what I mean, progression, consistency,
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
you know, family and music. That's what we're about.
How'd you get your name?
What'd you say?
How'd you get your name?
Nah, so
the meaning of it.
So like Lil Lost. So it's like, you know, like a lot of rappers got the LIL, but it's like literally Lil Lost, like a little lost, like little bit lost, like
little bit
lost,
not
like,
little. Then lost. It's
like
you
Lil,
lost.
like
That's
you
what
Lil
like
Lost.
it's
You feel
spelled
me? Like
like
Lil
that,
Lost.
like
Like
that's
you know
what
what
his
I'm saying?
meaning.
Okay.
So it's like it was like that's how I say it. Like that's how it's been. Like a little, like you know. I don't know.
And you just have a little chronic. Nah, you just have a little
That's
bit.
it.
Nah, he talking about. I see it. But
just
nah,
for the
yeah.
ladies.
Just a little
That's
bit of
like it was like really no deeper meaning to it, but just
Yeah.
like it's whatever you want to interpret. Like a little lost, you know what I'm saying? You a little lost with this, you know what I'm saying? You almost there. Like if you had that one little hint, that push, you was just a little, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's kind of how I got it, and that's kind of like
That's
been, like,
funny.
the
You guys'
message.
names
Did
are
someone
like
give
little.
it?
in it, you
Did
know?
someone
Yeah.
give it to you, or did Chronic
No,
give it to you?
that no, I had that name before,
Oh,
and it just
okay.
happened to be like Lil Chronic.
Because I
Lil
asked
Lost.
him, I'm like, yo,
Okay,
like
okay.
if we're gonna, you know,
It was
if
like
we're gonna
meant to
do
be.
this for real,
Yeah.
like, what's your artist name? I ain't
Yeah.
gonna tell him.
Right.
You know?
No, for
The
real.
logos
yeah.
are dope too. I like both your
Oh,
logos.
yeah.
No,
Right.
and it's
They're
crazy.
clean.
Like as far as any content you see, we like I can't show you, but like you can see the conversations where we talking. He's asking me everything. You know what I'm saying? Like he's going to the people having the conversations. I'm just asking, like he's just whatever's on my mind, he putting it on there. So he's like, okay, you want this color, you like this font, da 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 da, and then we just picking through it as far as the album cover. You know what I'm saying? Anything like that.
Nice.
And it's really like you know what I'm saying? It take the pressure off of. I mean, like I said, I could do it myself, but being
It's
able
good
to
having someone have your back.
exactly, and then being
And I
able
like
to
know
feels
this.
good.
Like,
Yeah.
so I feel like it takes so much pressure off him.
yeah.
To,
Exactly,
like I said,
yeah.
he can focus on just the craft.
And he knows what he's doing. He got the album covers.
Yeah, and you see it.
You know what I'm saying? So you're like,
social
yeah.
media.
Yeah, he knows,
Exactly.
dude. The social
The
media. This
blueprint.
dude
He
put
on
me
me,
on
he
game,
man. He
yeah.
on me, man. You
Oh
know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
stay
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
He
appreciate y'all.
taught me a lot with our shit.
No,
you know what I mean?
So
We're
you
talking about the
only
last
can
pod.
imagine. You know what I'm saying? It's just consistent discipline. Like you know what I'm saying? It's all about how much
The
you want it. And
repetition.
that's
Yep.
the main message we got going. And it's like the only thing I could do is be grateful for it. Like it's crazy. We was on the
He was
long
telling
ride.
me on the.
We was talking about it on the
Good.
way. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? It's like I would never be like I'm just grateful. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have to worry about me with anything because it's like I can see that. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm not
Told me
the-
on his own he was grateful. Like
You know what I'm
just
saying?
we're just riding and shit. I got
Yeah.
the music on. He's like, yo, just turn it up. Like I'm just appreciative of the opportunity for you to give me. Because again, like a man can give somebody money or that, like whatever,
Right.
you're gonna spend that. A man to give another man opportunity and believe in somebody.
What they say? What they say? A man can give you a fish, but if and then you
I can teach you how to
But if
fish.
you try to fish,
Yeah.
you
You'd
won't
be
starve
good
for a lifetime. Yeah.
And that's what I want to do, man.
And that's
just,
how I
you
look
know,
at it. Like I've never been like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I know, like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody know you could, like, you be real with yourself. I could have made it this if I did it. But it's like
He got a
I look
team
at it-
mentality. Like I was in
exactly,
the
yeah.
army. He played
Mhm.
sports, so
Yeah.
we have the we could be about
Yeah.
Exactly.
me, but it's
Yeah.
about us. Because
Exactly.
if we all win, it's gonna be a lot easier, and we gonna win.
I feel like every time you level
Together,
up, you
yeah.
just level each other up. You guys
Exactly.
keep
that's
taking
what it
those
is.
steps.
I level up. I pull
Yeah.
him up. It's just vice
exactly.
versa.
It'll be
Absolutely.
crazy seeing us like 2 years from now in this.
Oh,
fucking
get ready.
pod.
I'm just letting you
It'll be a
know.
whole nother
I
fucking
can't wait.
deal.
Yeah,
Y'all gonna
yeah.
see.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Be ready.
2
I'm
years
cooking
from
up.
now, shit.
Yeah,
Everybody be on a
definitely.
different level.
You already know that.
Oh,
Shit.
yeah, for sure.
I'm trying to do different level by the end of the year.
No,
I'm saying
for
we gotta
real.
have goals.
No.
You gotta
Oh,
set
yeah.
goals.
You have
know what I'm
to
saying?
progression, quarterly, everything. That's what we do.
So, any last words from each one of you? You go first. Any last words you want to say to about anything?
I feel like I'm just at this point in my career. You know, I've dealt with a lot, whether it's, you know, like similar to what we talked about, trials and tribulations and what I've dealt with in my life. And I'm just, like I said, I'm just appreciative, man, to be in this position where I'm at. A lot of people don't make it this far. A lot of people don't get to this age.
They give up.
Get these opportunities, exactly, tap out. I'm just happy. You know, not everybody's going to be LeBron, like I was telling him, but just you could be appreciative to play in the game, in the league.
Yeah.
And that's what I am right now, and just appreciative of my opportunities. Being able to do my third studio album in 3 years, like, you know, Michael Jordan back to back to back, to be able to do that as an artist, it's fucking hard, man. To, you know, because life happens and shit, to be able to keep consistent music and content dropping for your fans. So I'm just appreciative. I'm happy to keep going, and now to be able to have Lost on my team with Chronic Records, I just see, you know, like the future down the line, and it's bright, man. So
Yep.
big things on the way.
Hell yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
I already know, man.
What you Lil Lost?
Yeah. Last words, man. Anything you want to say?
Let me see.
Or shout out your album, or let people know your Instagram, anything.
No, yeah. So, I mean, the album gonna be Damn, it could be worse. And I was about to say that anything you going through, just remember it could be worse. You get what I'm saying? Just always remember, like, and honestly, it's all about what you do next. You feel me? No matter what it is, it's always gonna end up on you. You feel me? Only you can control. Like, you feel me? You see me move my hands. Only I can do this. You feel me? So just remember that in anything. You feel me? That next breath, anything, and just always put God first. That's all I can say. That's all. You know what I'm saying?
Halfway Famous out now. It could be worse. Dropping next month. This Howls podcast, man. What else you want? Come on, man.
Damn. Shed the sheep. Let's go.
The slogan is "Shed the sheep." So we're gonna look at the cameras and say "Shed the sheep" on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Shed the sheep. Howls over Baaz. I'm Jacob Casas.
I'm Rico Savage.
I'm Melanie.
Let's go. Your boy Lil Chronic
And Lil Lost.
You already know, man.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Press those buttons. We're out.
Let's go.
Yeah.